In October of 2017, a strange visitor was spotted in our solar system. It was unlike anything ever observed from Earth.
Humans on the small space rock we call Earth frequently question if we are alone in the universe. Do aliens actually exist? Have we been visited by extraterrestrials? Are they already living among humans? Over the years, the world has gathered several evidences that extraterrestrial beings have been here on Earth. Many signs have surfaced over the years that there may be life beyond Earth. Scientists believe they're on the verge of discovering life on other planets. Here are proof aliens are already living on Earth. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now let's get into it.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Do you want to learn the secret of improving all aspects of your life and unlocking what you're really capable of? The legendary Bob Proctor spent over 57 years learning this one thing and is hosting a free webinar where he reveals what he's learned and what actually works. He'll teach you the law of compensation, a secret only the mega wealthy know of but not taught in our educational system, and the impression of increase, the law of laws that will increase areas in all aspects of your life, whether it be in health, relationships, or wealth. Right now, the first 200 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now, let's get back to the video.
Number 1, sightings. It's simple to dismiss most recent occurrences, citing everything from errant weather balloons to the legends continuous, with UFO sightings and popular culture offering a unified image of extraterrestrials for eyewitnesses to lean on. It was painted in the 15th century and depicts the Virgin Mary with a man and his dog peering up at a hovering disc-like object that seems strangely familiar in the background. This image isn't alone, since alien life has been depicted in everything from prehistoric cave drawings to Sanskrit scrolls. Egyptian pyramids, which were built about 4,500 years ago, are magnificent monuments where ancient queens and pharaohs were buried. Millions of carefully hewn stones, each weighing at least 2 tons, made up the Great Pyramids, each with today cranes and other construction technology. Erecting a pyramid this size of Pharaoh Khufu's would be a difficult task. Then there's the pyramid astrological alignment, which is claimed to correspond to the stars in Orion's belt. One belief is that they were created with the help of extraterrestrials who employed high technology. Also, the elongated skull of Pharaoh Akhenaten. Some ancient alien theorists speculated that he would have been an extraterrestrial because of his unusual appearance. Indeed, his depiction in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics and statues is unusual, unlike to that of previous pharaohs. He was an extended skull, a long neck, and a chubby midsection and breasts. While these attributes are extremely comparable to the standard Western picture of aliens, other historians have speculated that this unusual appearance could have been caused by a genetic disease or that he was transgender. There are more UFO sightings than there are words in the article that deal with them, and the majority of the time, they're accompanied by a detailed refutation. However, there has been a number of sightings throughout history that have been more difficult to explain, ranging from an 1853 sighting by a group of students and professors on the Tennessee College campus to the oft-mentioned Stephenville Lights case from 2008, which involved over 200 witnesses, including 3 police officers who remained anonymous, spotting the UFO. Students at Burritt College in Tennessee spotted 2 luminous odd objects immediately to the north of the rising sun as the day started on June 1st, 1853. The first one faded away until it was no longer visible, while the second grew larger and took on a spherical appearance. Scientific American delegates, as science-loving Americans, questioned that what they saw could be attributed to electricity. Instead, they proposed that the entire event was caused by remote clouds of moisture. The exact cause of the sighting is still unknown.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Have you ever wondered how to end procrastination and self-sabotage so you can unleash your full potential to live the life you deserve? #1 best-selling author and high-performance coach Peter Sage is hosting a free webinar where he'll teach you how to increase your wealth with less time and struggle, and also how to hyper-boost your growth and success so you can finally break out of any rut you find yourself in. Right now, Peter and his team are offering a free $100 gift to anyone who doesn't find his webinar as the best use of their time within the last 5 years. Now, let's get back to the video.
If you're going to believe UFO stories, you might as well believe those from folks who have really traveled to space, the astronauts. The list of those who have claimed to have seen aliens also includes references to government awareness of their presence and cover-ups. Buzz Aldrin also talked about his own experience on the Apollo 11 when they observed something flying alongside them. They initially assumed it was a detached rocket's final stage until Mission Control confirmed it was 6,000 miles distant. Another story was Russian cosmonaut Ivan Wagner, while filming video of the Southern Lights currently orbiting the Earth aboard the International Space Station, claims to have recorded evidence of possible UFOs. The Aurora Australis crosses near Antarctica in Australia in this 1-minute video. The footage depicts the Earth's curved edge at night, with the aurora flowing across its surface in a green swirl, and many star pinpoints visible in the distance. In 1996, NASA scientists claimed they discovered what seemed to be fossilized bacteria in a potato-shaped chunk of Martian rock, causing a stir. Non-biological processes are not known or expected to produce such magnetite particles. As a result, the study team members speculated that these crystals could be proof of the universe's oldest life forms, which would have far-reaching consequences for the existence of life. The meteorite was most likely blasted from the surface of Mars in a collision, and it traveled the solar system for 15 million years before landing in Antarctica. Timothy Swindle, a planetary scientist at the University of Arizona, undertook an informal poll of more than 100 scientists shortly after the 1996 announcement to gauge how the scientific community felt about the claims. On average, scientists believed it was an open question whether or not there had been life on Mars, and there was dubious but not dismissive, Swindle stated. The U.S. Department of Defense has been secretly recording and examining scores of strange incidents involving U.S. Navy ships and fighter jets battling with or being tailgated by mysterious flying objects for more than a decade. The Pentagon said it wanted to clear up any ambiguities about whether the declassified material was authentic or complete by releasing 3 Navy videos who had fueled curiosity about unidentified objects flying for years. The films, which were obtained by naval aviators, show objects speeding through the sky, one of which is rotating against the wind, with pilots expressing their astonishment and awe. Objects that seem to defy the rules of physics were mentioned by Navy pilots. Details regarding a strange 5-year Pentagon program emerged, as well as reports of metal alloys collected from unexplained events. Harold A. Dahl of Maury Island, United States, stated in 1947 that debris killed his dog and injured his son after an encounter with 4 to 6 flying donut-shaped objects. He also alleged that the men in black threatened one of the witnesses. Dahl went on to say that one of the things was from someplace on the interior of the center, it began spitting out what appeared to be thousands of newspapers. These newspapers, which turned out to be a white form of very light metal, landed on the ground. At 7:15 p.m. en route to Toronto from Halifax International Airport, Air Canada First Officer Robert Ralph pointed out to Captain Pierre Carbonneau on Flight 305 that there was something weird off the left side of the aircraft while flying over Sherbrooke and Saint-Jean, Quebec at 3,658 meters. The captain reported an object tracking along a parallel route a few miles away in the report. A big lit object crashed into the waters near Shag Harbor, according to reports. The item was formally referred to as a UFO after a Canadian Navy search. Various Canadian civilians and military agencies, as well as the U.S. Condon, investigated the reports. There have been other sightings of UFOs in the vicinity at the time. In Slovakia, 2014, audio recordings of the dispatcher's conversation with the cargo plane's pilot. The pilot inquires as to whether or not there's a military drill taking place on the ground. The dispatcher responds that there is some exercise, but it's located in Slovakia's eastern region. According to the pilot, a rocket flew just under them 3 minutes ago, from left to right. The dispatcher looked it over and found no additional information. The pilot recognized it as a rocket, which meant it had to be fast and have some propulsion. Military bases in Slovakia, which borders the Czech Republic and Poland, were visited by dispatchers, but there were no results what the object was. The earliest well-known UFO incident was on June 24, 1947, when businessman Kenneth Arnold claimed to have seen a group of 9 high-speed objects while flying his tiny plane near Mount Rainier in Washington. This was the first post-World War II UFO encounter in the United States to receive widespread media attention, and it's often regarded as the start of the contemporary period of UFO sightings, which included numerous reports over the next 2 to 3 weeks. The crescent-shaped objects moved at a speed of several thousand miles per hour, according to Arnold, who described them as moving like saucers skipping on water. The following newspaper account incorrectly indicated that the UFOs were saucer-shaped, thus the term flying saucer. What do you think about proof that aliens are already living on Earth? Let us know in the comments section below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best content. See you in the next video.